Alrighty, let me just fix my camera real quick, and then I still gotta share this on social. see if I can get this a little bit down. Okay, no, come on, man. Can we almost, if it's following me? I'm gonna reset this. Alright. Yeah, we almost got it. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. There. No, that's bizarre. Oh, I see. Okay, that's why. Oh, hello, Mark. How's it going? I did finish the rhino a few days back ago. Been a bit wet over here, but it's going. A bit wet over here, but it's going as well. Like how much wetness we're talking about. Like flash flood. Funny enough, I took a shower before stream, so my hair is all a bit damp, so it's a little dry. Just heavy rain that's needed though. Ah, I see. Makes sense. Are you from like a hot environment? Welcome to Florida. Makes sense. Savannah's winter is like off and on with heat and cold. Sometimes it's like 35 to 45 degrees, and other times it's almost like 68 to 79. So the next couple days it could be feels like summer, and the next other couple days could feel like cold in winter. But it rarely snows. Except one other time almost a month back. Now, I do have some upcoming animation stuff I want to do in the future, but for the layout for my concept work, definitely gonna, since I have like a lot of things I drew, I want to definitely relay them out just to make sure I get everything in there. But yeah, so I'm just developing some ideas so far. Yeah. That one's old stuff from what I did before when I tried to do moving, so kind of did want to practice how try to learn so I can build like one combo in. So. Sketches. Especially a sketch cover right here. But I'm gonna see, since I have like a lot of pages that I drew for that, I want to see if I can like move around some things around a bit, see if I can fit in pretty much almost a lot in one page, since there's certain sections in there that wouldn't make sense. But that's something for me to play up the layout for that tomorrow. It snowed nearby a couple months ago, crazy. I know, right? There's no way that snow can be in Florida. Impossible. I'll make people crazy. Yeah, I know, but yeah. But now I'll live up to it. Yeah, that's all I can call you, just Mark. I know you're not the real Markiplier, of course. Of course not. But I know you have, it's almost like some kind of like fan account or something, but that's all I can call you because that's the internet name you chose to like punch back on, but I know you're not the real Mark. Unless unless you got an idea to create your own online username. I can help you with that. Or I could try my best to refer you to M. What's the bite of 87? Yeah. You know what? Since after COVID, his hair gone through like a major transformation. He's now like kept it long or something. M works out well. Yeah. Maybe you could rename yourself Triple X M then Triple X. Almost like this. Or maybe just... Oh, hold on. I wasn't typing. Or maybe something creative. I mean, the X's makes it more gamerish. Or maybe... maybe like this. And then it's just waves and just go focus on the M. Or just call you like MX. Those are really cool. Yeah, especially it's just the X's will just like come and surf it in, and it will just collide to the MS center. I mean, I'm not sure where you changed your name because they moved around on YouTube since, so but I know there's a way. Or should I think I did it. Oh, and you got like a anime icon. Okay, I guess that worked. For a second, I was thinking about a new name idea. Call you Marky, like a marker Marky, or just like. Or marker Marky. And then your profile icon just could be like a giant M on the marker. Marky goes crazy. Marker Marky. Or just Marco Mark. Mark. Now I'm just making fun of it. Marco Marky Marker. Yeah, we'll just exaggerate it. Went from the okay, so we went from Markiplier to the X's with the M, and now we're just going with Marco Marky. Now it's just Marco Marky Marker. Is there any way how we can stretch this? But for real, the X and that looks cool. Anything with X's is cool. These names. How are you doing, Ice Cream? Welcome to the stream. We're just poaching around the name, a little bit make fun of the Markiplier name itself a little bit. Yeah. He recently changed it to XMXX, so the YouTuber, yeah. Because I was thinking anything that rhymes to the word Markiplier, we can always just add it, just like some simile to it, or just Marco P, or nah, or Marco Plays. I don't know, man. Marco Plays. Or Marker plays with Marcos. Because at this point, we're just trying to derivative away from that name. And left colors are going to be a little bit vivid for a little bit, but once I started like adding some bit more texture, so calm down a bit. I think I just need to get some flat check colors around here, especially with this guy too. I think I'm gonna, yeah, I'm definitely sure gonna do something with this guy shortly. But then it's gonna be super cloudy when it rains, so maybe I'll have some holes for sunlight. We'll see. But all of you, on YouTube, thanks for tuning in. If um, eventually, hopefully we can reach to a better watch time goal on regular live streams and that. But I haven't made a YouTube video quite in a while, but I haven't been making shorts, so that's like a separate thing post that the YouTube kind of requires to unlock Super Chat. We'll get there one day. We're getting close since we have over 500 subscribers, but I just need a bit more watch time. On a Discord call, so I have to mute the stream, but I'll keep watching. Okay, that's fine. So the color picker I usually use, I don't use Clip Studio Paint that option. I use like the Power Toys from Microsoft, which that's you can find this on GitHub, but it's like very open source and you can color sample almost anywhere without using any other extensions or software itself. And sometimes it's just easier that way because it does contain a history which you collected. Yeah, that's just like a little bit random color nonsense. But it's good to sample if you're just stealing from life. Why did she leave? Why did she leave me, monster death? Why? Who left you? That is the question. She said, we will stay together forever. Okay. I thought you were talking to me for a second. I was like, I never left you. I never leave my subscribers. Unless I'm on vacay. That's the only time. Let me just rewind that real quick. Should be right here. Alright. Now after it gets so big, sometimes it's very hard to find what layers are you on. Driving me into the wall. In my days, I was a star boy and I got all the girls, and that was wild. Interesting. Bet you got all of them at the place of corn. Alright, the city's getting there. The city's getting there. It says here, she said my heart dropped the monsters here. Very poetic. It's interesting we got like a little busy Monday afternoon here. Usually Mondays are like the places where people just don't want to see the world right now. They're usually Garfields. You know, after drawing for quite some while, I think when the nib over here could be wrong, but sometimes if you do look closely, it's kind of like tilted like sideways a little bit. But since it's a new nib, it's not that overused looking yet. It's not sharp or anything. I just noticed the way I lay down like pressure point sometimes. Sometimes it just leans and it just bends it a little bit. So, oops, but it still works. I am a heavy leaner then. Back in like this thing sideways a little bit, so this thing around. Because it's kind of like sideways a little bit. Just a smidge, like right over here. The only way I probably would fix it if I just try to constantly flip the pen, but I have like plenty of nibs, so I don't really care. I just hope it doesn't like mechanically doesn't do anything on the inside, but it looks fine to me. Alright, so I'm gonna choose random color. Let me get some purple there. Highlight everything. Dirt. Small neck, small eyes of the monster is making the noise. Monster kind of looks like me. It turns looks like hands of a cartoon in a way. Oh, you're talking about her right here. Yeah, she's just like holding her hands just to look up, and she just drop her teddy bear right there. Have anything? No. Okay. Well, I'm gonna deselect this again. You missed a couple things over here. Notes of word. Just do this. They're all taken care of. Oh, almost. There we go. Just double check if there's any gray spots that I'm missing. I mean, a couple of areas like here too. I mean, it's not as bad, but it's not noticeable. Yeah, sometimes the G field doesn't get completely everything, but it's fine. Totally fine. And then maybe a nice big old brush. That's how to take the whole thing. There's sky color here. And we'll have some reflections too, but I'll do in the post-processing. So it'll just make my life easier on certain things. And then we can adjust that all we need. Alright, and then let's see, we're gonna do some editing. Slow down the brightness just a bit. We could do it like a slightly dark thing. And then this would pop out a bit more. And then what we could do you choose some kind of like a grayish tone here. I'm gonna go with this for now, and then we can just do some. That's when I add afterpaint on here. Oh, oops, not that one. Nope. And do something. Do this. Hello, Mr. Purple. How's it going? Welcome to the stream.
Humans, what have you learned?
What are you doing? Just doing some painting stuff. I just started laying out black colors over here, so now I'm just gonna start adding some paint, slate tones and values in here a little bit, but not yet on the shading part because I still have to do texture stuff. I'm just laying out my base. And eventually, it'll look maybe something similar like this. Well, in the end result. Close enough. Sound like my cousin in a good way. Okay. Do you have any, like, past, good or bad relations there? But I'm glad you see me in a good way. That's good.
Same mistakes.
Can we control select here? That's good. I'm not gonna set everything here. Get it highlights here started. It's one of those people who search historical artifacts, or whenever you call them. Oh, I see. So, like, in a way, he's like a treasure hunter. He's got the Nathan Drake. The historians. Line a few things around. This was his most valuable find is cursed treasure. Because bird worth probably a lot. The monster is tall, the monster is big, the monster is small, the monster is stretch, you can't pick up and get over the monster is disgusting, yellow teeth. What kind of monster are you referring to that has yellow teeth? If you don't know what it is, it's the guy who created the Game Boy. Oh. Okay, I have no idea. I'll probably have to look that up. Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. Yeah. I mean, I used to have this Game Boy Advance, but then I sold it for the Nintendo DS. But then I broke the Nintendo DS a year or two after. Then I got the DSi XL. Still works till this day. You probably don't know Cartoon Cat. Well, there's the only thing I could think of Yellow Teeth. It could be like one of those ink monsters that I can think of, but the yellow cartoon cat. Yellow cat cartoon. I mean, there's plenty of cartoon cats, especially there's the classics ones like the Garfield, but I'm not sure what kind of classics of cartoon cats. There's plenty of others, including Looney Tunes and that. But I don't know any horror ones. Or you're talking more like more modern ones. Yeah, that's very interesting. But yeah, if I got time, I'll probably just look that up on YouTube, just watch a history documentary of it. But if you want to share it in the link where you watched it on YouTube, I do have a Discord. You can find it like in right here in social media. And then I'll just watch it on my own time. Cartoon Cat is a creepypasta. Oh. Well, there's so many other creepypastas back in the day. There especially was one for YouTube. There was a username 666. Yeah, that was some fourth wall 2005 or 6 YouTube layout format. But there's many others there from the internet. How old was Cartoon Cat? Because there's also Smile Dog. So. You know Siren Head? Yes. And and there's this other creature that he made. Yeah, I did follow him, but I'm trying to remember his name. I think it starts with a T, but yeah, there was another he made that horse thing, the lawn horse. But I find it hilarious that the SCP fan people really want to try to manipulate Siren Head as like some kind of like SCP creature, but the artist can create or confirm it's not an SCP creature. It's just Siren Head. He's trying to clean that zone thing. But I can see there's some roots that was kind of inspired by some kind of like those mysterious creature stuff. Tall cat with pointy feet. Interesting. Hello, Juchi Documentation. I hope I pronounced that correct. How's it going? How's it going? Good. How about you? I'm doing good. My name is German, so oh, no worries. Yeah, I've seen some other crazy names too that like sometimes it can be hard to pronounce. But it's also interesting too. It's either you get the crazy names or you get the crazy short names. Because my last name is like literally two letters, like NG. and then they always ask like, how do you pronounce it? And it's either that if I'm in a mood, and I'll try to tell them it's the long vowel U, and it's consonant N, which makes it sounds. Here's what it sounds like. It's So, but if other people still get it wrong sometimes, and they'll be like called ung, then I'll be like, okay, here's an alternative. Just say ng. You're good to go. Don't worry about it. I do know Slender can stretch his limbs sometimes. I mean, he's already a big wanted thing. A jump scare. Like a FNAF jump scare or something. I probably run out of beers, which is probably never. Yeah, I try my best to not run out of ideas, but if I do, it's probably because I'll probably have like some kind of like brain fart or two, but then I'll take time. Ooh, I can do this, do that. But I do keep a bucket list of things I want to do. And I can use a bit of like white paint spray this time. Then we'll do some chaos paint here. I'll just take some away of that. Add here, take some away. That's like you're on the way. Protective. Oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Alright, well, if you're interested about the music it's playing, hopefully this works on YouTube. Well, I programmed it, so Nightbot should show up like a credit list. Yeah. Because I was nice enough to make a credit list since I'll be like using them. Because I know those people did it like well. Like, yeah. It's not an easy way to share it on stream, so it's like, I'm just gonna create a quick website, use GitHub, and just put the credit list on there so every time so someone thinks about, wait, what's this song playing? If you want, you can search out cartoon cat now. I mean, there's so many of a cartoon cat unless you're. Oh, I see. I mean, the odds of finding what you're asking, but I do remember your description. The only thing I can pull up that goes to here, pretty much. But that's it, I guess. But there's so many other cartoon cats. I mean, there's him twice. I mean, I remember this design. There's too many, especially when there's like AI ones over here, a couple here too. There's the one, the black one with the gloves. Okay. He has more of a bendy ink machine look. Because when I think of you, when you say cartoon cat, I think of the bendy ink machine art style. Suspected bow. Heard of his name before, but I didn't really. Not really. But I did heard the name before. Was it like some kind of movie? Or is it like a music place? Or a band? Suspected it was not a movie? Oh, okay. Do you know the way? Do you know the way? You get into Knuckles. Are we doing some kind of Jeopardy thing? But this time it's like internet pop culture. Since I have 2 phones, double the likes. Awesome, thank you very much. Boy, in my days, I was a star. I was always be meeting Michael Jackson. Yeah, funny enough, like I do have, well, my mom has like a bunch of CD collections of Michael Jackson. It was all in one. Wait, hold up. I thought oh, there we go. There we go. Start off with some ideas here. After that, we can just do some reverse here. I'm gonna be really picky on the colors here. I think best multiply could work. Let's see. Trying to see what else it could possibly blend in here. Oh, for whatever reason, that. Okay, interesting. Create some black noise clouds here then. In this case. And then I can play around with the opacity. Tesla. Yeah, sure you are. I'm sure you are Elon. I'm sure. That dude has too much money. Filter, blur, let's see. Oh, I think we have to do it one at a time. Okay, that one worked. And then filter, blur, Gaussian. Blur that one. Perfect. He's trying to be a trillionaire so bad. I think Mr. Bruce is going to be the first one to get billion subscribers. Pretty much. I could say about that. That's likely happening. Because the dude's all focused and locked in the YouTube algorithm. You wish you were into Mr. Beast games. I think they specifically invite certain people at a specific time just for the show's ratings. But that's just normal business stuff. Can someone master an art style? Well, it depends what you're doing. I mean, like, is your goal is to copy an art style, or is your goal to create your own art style? Yeah, because copying an art style will require to look up a bunch of concept art to make sure you're getting the style right too. But making your own, that does take a lot more time because you would have to sample other experiences that you liked in the past too, and then just play around in so many hours to shuffle your deck until you finally hit the spot. I'm sure there's other methods out there online that can kind of help you push there far, but to me, I was always just being. Usually, I'm more like a rebellious type of person that likes to draw my own for a little while, but then learn something to pick up and just experiment and stuff. But overall, it's all about finding like what look are you most likely satisfied for, and then once you notice like certain kind of patterns of what you do in your art style, you modularly apply to that pattern, but then still slightly change it. And sometimes some people, it's easier for them to create like a visual style guide for them to remember. Hello, Nightwolf. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Seen this epic. Oh my god. Thank you. And here's the one I did a few days back. So right now I'm just using like some kind of like blend brush, which I kind of made like when it's like colorless, so you can pull out like a full paint and then it'll kind of blend it through. Almost like you're kind of creating an anti-fan brush too. So I'm just lightening up some tones a little bit for like a value thing. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, so that one I really liked a lot because the way how I used my colors and balanced everything out, too. Especially I kept it some comicals in some areas, too. I haven't started the shading process yet, but most likely I'm in the value stage. But I just gotta kind of like have some good things going on with textures and stuff. So we're getting there. And probably once I get some of the values in, I'll probably blur some areas back out there so to makes it much more cinematic. I'm curious, since some of these brushes that I made for myself, if this was ever on Gumroad, would you buy it? I need that in the game. That would look good for the loading screen. Oh, I know, right? Because the crosshatch over here was much more brush made. What if someone said a bad word in your chat? I mean, how many people are adults on my stream? Because usually I don't know the age bracket here, but usually sometimes I do swear, sometimes I don't. But we're all adults here. I assume so. So just saying. Because you know, there's other stuff that I make that is kind of a little bit in the dark side of things. Yeah. But I'm glad you're liking this so far. It's just I'm just nitpicking the values a little bit, even though I kind of laid them out in the black colors. So I'm just like doing some touch-ups a little bit before I move on to shading. You guys have this like laid out perfectly fine. Will be look good when it gets to the special process I do. Art things, yes, for sure. Art things. But I'm glad most of my peeps came on a Monday, which is kind of cool. Because usually Mondays is everyone's hates Mondays. But this was like the only time I could do my stream this week. Because this is like my second stream of the week, so I don't know when I'm gonna be streaming next week, and probably until somewhere on maybe Friday or Saturday. I'm curious, does anyone play any Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge? Because I know that game is like online multiplayer. I wish. Yeah. That game is actually good. Yeah, and I've been playing that on like hard mode. Because I didn't remember playing those types of games, but it was on the GameCube, but it was Mutant Nightmare 2. They had like a special version where they have a remastered version of Turtles in Time, but the BGM was full on modernized and remixed. So yeah, I played those types of the arcade versions of Turtles before in the past. So I was like, ooh, okay. So it's fun. But hard mode on stage 3 with the card guys with a rhino and a pig was very annoying because a bunch of people keep on dying because the way their patterns is when the cards go like boom back and forth. No one doesn't see the the illusion side of things where the card hits and it sometimes just knocks people off. And I had to go through like the 50th time to beat it. But random people was spawning in anyhow, so it kind of did help. Let me add it to the wish list. Yeah, go check it on Steam. It's called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Are these projects more serious or just for fun? They're a bit of both, to be honest. I mean, on one side, it's also serious because I'm also just making stuff for content for like Redbubble. So I think I got like, let's see how many left I need to go through. Yeah, so I'm working on that one, so it won't be that long. So then pretty much this much amount of stuff left. And then after that, I would just post. I think I'll make like some videos of documenting stuff like that of what I learned and something and that, and basically a learning progress. But also, but yeah, that's also for like merch that people can possibly buy. So once I build like some kind of like library and stuff, then in case if I say for example if I'm working on other things like concept art or give me the web stuff, and if I one day want to stream that on here, I can balance those throughout, and if if I'm not actively working on those illustrations, at least I have a library of them in case if anyone wants to buy some kind of merch in that. But every once in a while, after when I've done this whole series, I'll chill on that for now. But if I got like any concept or art that I made that looks like it can be a merch, I won't hesitate just to throw it on that bubble. But there's also something I do want to go back to make some more illustrations on, but I'll put that as a low priority because I do want to make Metal Beat Souls concept art after I get either the illustrations done first or the. Well, it looks like the illustration's gonna make it there first before my portfolio that I'm working on, which is the Molly 3D character. But also, I am working on some comic script writing about her here. So that's like it's a medium priority, but by my time and allocation activity, it's like I try to keep it like 6 hours a week enough, but mainly focus on the art stuff. So scripting does take time too, so because you got to make sure everything's like falls in line with flow and stuff like that. So sometimes for me writing, if I'm trying to write stuff that's quickly, then it'll probably be around like 30 minutes per page. But if I do want to take my time on certain things, then I would just keep like 2 pages in 4 hours, just to make sure everything's on the quality is good. But sometimes I do want to I do find some feedback and I can give some on that. But how do you get affiliate? Well, for Twitch for affiliates, if any possible, basically all I need is basically more people to show up on my stream, and the longer they stay on my stream, then Twitch give me the green light I could apply for affiliate if I wanted to. YouTube, on the other hand, it's kind of similar to how to get some money on YouTube too. You still need to get like at least some consistent people up. How many people is watching you live? And how many views you get on your videos, and how many views you get on shorts. Getting views on shorts is a lot more difficult than videos because they keep those two things separate. But they combine videos and live stream together for watch time. Because eventually I do have some videos planning in the work. It's just that once I get that done, I can compile it and then I next just talk about it as like a video log. Because there's a lot of things I do want to share what I learned in Clip Studio. Because the amounts of time of, I think it was around October. But I kind of started out just trying to transition to see what other brushes I can actually more abuse on, than just relying on seamless textures too much. You have to be affiliate to get bits? Yes, unfortunately. But that's why I have Redbubble, so I don't rely on hopes of getting affiliate or not, because you don't know if I'm gonna get it one day. It depends on if the algorithm decides to like, Pussa! Favor me one day. But if you do like the interest of what I have on Redbubble, you can always just like buy one and then you'll just get a merch, because that does help me in the future. Yeah, I think I only have like 22 designs out there, but I think once I get close done with this, let's just see, from one, let's go like three. Well, we'll count that later. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, then 28, then we'll say 20. Yeah. Yeah, I have 32 stuff so far, so I think that would be plenty to add in, because I do have some black and white variants here. And some of them I can actually add them as a sticker and stuff like that. Yes, Redbubble does take a big cut off your earnings, which for retail price, there's some things, the reason why I kind of price them a little bit higher than usual. It's because, one, I do take the time off and do that, and 3, I do like to earn some when I get my take, because Redbubble usually takes like 80% of the money, because they have to do production and stuff like that. And plus, there's also a fee on top of it if the more money you earn, if you're not qualified for their partnership, because their partnership for Redbubble is like very vague, because they just randomly give it to you if they feel like that you're helping their business, technically, their trends and stuff like that. Yeah, I know. So what I do is that I basically had to kind of like play with the numbers a little bit just to get enough. So some of them, at least some of the numbers I can take like around some $15 to $20 or some, but then the rest are that. So that's why the kind of a retail price point, that's just, yeah, that's just too much. I know. So, but there's other things that I would like to do to take that. So eventually, I do want to learn how to make my own kind of stuff, just to get, just to get like some of the retail price down. So because if I make my own stuff, then at least I could get into that, so it'll have like a bit price down for that. I was thinking like 50%. Yeah. Well, I do have like, let's see. I mean, I could share this, but let's see. I do keep them as PDF documents. I have to go back in my folders here real quick. So the last time I kind of update this, which I always keep a website printed. So the only way I could like increase some stuff here is that, like, for example, yeah, and plus, even though they take 80%, depending on how much money you gain, there's also a fee how long you earn per month. So that's I felt that's kind of a little BS, but hey, but they said they won't do that if you're eligible for their qualifications of stuff. But I'm not worried about that, because most of Redbubble you can find is fan art, and there's a reason why for it, because it's very short, quick, and done. Especially if some person decides to do randomly AI art all over Redbubble, which will have a bunch of people just quantify sales on cheap products. So, like, for example, the retail price is that I have to kind of mark up this like a really high enough just to get the price and margin and that. But then I think since it's just a PDF, it's not really good to see that much. I'm trying to remember where I put that. But overall, these price up percentage. Okay, let's see. Okay, most are just hyperlinks. But I don't think they have it on here. Oh yeah, your margin right here. Because yes, because the margin is depending on how much money you could get when you earn. So some of them have to mark it up just to make it enough so I can just like survive. But if I do get bits and stuff like that, that does helpful, because it's another cheaper form process of getting money. But I do also have some kind of like Streamlabs donations open available if you just wanted like just hand out like $2 if you wanted to, or $1, or just simple stuff like that. But that's optional. You don't have to do that. It's somewhere in my socials link. But yeah, it's like, yeah, kind of a lot, a little bit, but yeah. But however, Redbubble often does a lot of coupons and discounts on holidays, like a lot, which brings your my margin down, unfortunately, and the retail price down too. So, but that's good enough because usually on holiday sales, they really discount for stuff like really low for like certain products they want the retailing to sell. But if any other artist wants to upload that. And for Redbubble is very dominant in the market for creating your own art stuff and just uploading it because it's mostly specialized focus on that. Other than Etsy, than the other things. So there's like a lot of consideration to think about when doing that. And this is just like that whole Redbubble thing is just secondary money. It's not like I'm trying to like pump anything out. It's just like on the side in case if someone actually wants to buy it. I was just roughly estimating around 80%. It could be if you want to look the exact how much they take. It's on the Redbubble website themselves, so you can look that up if you're curious. Because you got to think about it, how much they take for production from when producing any one of those. Yes, I am still live, and I will always still be live. I return. Hello, Doc Plague Prime. How's it going? You have returned. And you still got that 2024 icon badge. Yeah. Is that a threat I hear? Maybe, maybe not. I'm always fighting for survival. And plus, before then, Redbubble used to take less back in 2018, but after coded, they've just inflated or how much percentage they take. So say, hey, if you're inflating, you gotta inflate some of their stuff a little bit so you can survive. Alrighty. Burn. Lower that down just a bit. And then we can change the just a little bit. You know, this blue dark kind of is interesting. Nah, blue dark is interesting. How's that kind of vibe going? And then if I can always just like tell that to not count it. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna select that. And we're going to delete. Oh, not delete. Control delete. There we go. Need to save some cleanup there. I swear, I think I got some notifications from Blue Sky Social real quick. Yeah, I'll keep display open. I think, oh, I've been, doing this for 3 hours, so I'm gonna give myself a little break. So I think we're gonna be right back in 10 minutes, just get some water. And I am back. Let's see. The computer's saving. Give it a little bit of time. A little bit more time. Hopefully it doesn't take too long.